Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru,
सुल्तान कहाँ हो मियाँ तेरी कवन वडाई जो तू दहे सो कहा स्वामी मैं मूर्ख कहन ना जाई जी जंत सब सरन तुम्हारी सर्ब चिंत तुद पासे जो तुद भावै सोई चंगा एक नानक की अरदासे जो तुद भावै सोई चंगा नानक की अरदासे साध संगत जी राधन जी फतेह पुराण जी वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. So I've been asked to come and speak in English today, so I'll start in English and maafi karna अंग्रेजी विच कथा होगी. And there's not to say that Gurbani isn't very important to learn and that Punjabi is not important to learn, but we all understand that we live in England. Our youth, they grow up speaking English as their first language. They're not very familiar sometimes with Gurbani. I myself wasn't very familiar with Gurbani, so it's good to make that effort in English as well, because the message is what we worship. The Gurbani teaches us something, so we're here to learn that message. So I'll be teaching that in English today, hopefully, as much as I know myself. So Aman has, who you all know in the committee, has invited me here today. So the reason, the way we titled the talk was, have we been missold Sikhi? As someone sold us something that wasn't what was promised. Or, in many ways, I thought have we actually been sold Sikhi? is the question we can ask ourselves. Because when someone sells you something, they describe it to you, and then you pay some price for it, and then you buy it. And I was thinking on the way up here, it's very easy to think actually, that no one's actually described Sikhi to us, and no one's paid any price for it. So nothing's been purchased. It's just something that we have already. Maybe we don't even realize sometimes the value of what we have. So he asked me to talk a little bit about myself, just to introduce myself. I don't really like to do it, but Maharaj knows everything about me anyway. But just a little bit. As I was studying at university, I was studying at Oxford, doing philosophy, politics and economics. And I'd come from a normal Punjabi family. By that I mean I was monna, I was drinking, I was going out clubbing, just like most 21-year-olds, 19-year-olds. But I had this desire to learn more about philosophy. But I'd never studied my Guru's philosophy. After about a year of studying Western philosophy, about 2 years actually, of studying Western philosophy about philosophy of religion, ethics, politics, economics, I thought to myself, I wonder what the Guru said. I wonder what my Guru had said. So I started researching a little bit about my Guru. And when I started researching about my Guru, I was so shocked. All the Western philosophers, that are manne hue, they're one of the best universities in the country, Oxford, they talk about these philosophers and they literally worship the books that they wrote, like Descartes, I think therefore I am. You've heard that quote before. And I realized that my Guru, Guru Granth Sahib Ji, and all the Gurus had given the answers to these solutions, the problems that they had. The problems of understanding the connection between the mind and the body, the problems of understanding how to make people ethical, how to build a society in a just and ethical way. These social problems, these spiritual problems, Guru Granth Sahib Ji had given the answers. Even economic problems, but I didn't know them. And because I didn't know them, I couldn't follow them. So when we talk about Sikhi being sold to us, it's actually not being sold to us in the slightest. We don't know what it is. And I didn't know what it was when I was 21. So I'll talk about myself, because I don't want to point fingers at the people and say, you don't know what it is. Because I myself didn't know. And I remember laughing, because after I got into Sikhi, this is about June, and I went to a camp in August. This is 13 years ago now. I went to a camp, and it's a Sikhi camp. And I remember when I went to the stall when they were selling the camp to me and saying you should go in this camp. And they were saying you can go archery, you can go football, you can go paintballing. And I said to them, do you teach about Sikhi as well? Because that's what I wanted to learn about. And they go, oh yeah, we do teach about Sikhi as well. But the problem is, when we sell these camps to our kids, we have to sell them on the activities and the sports. But the spiritual angle, no one even thinks is the most important part. So they don't even sell you on it. So, and I asked them and they said, yes we do. So I went to the camp for that part. And the day after the camp, I took Amrit. Now I went as a monna. I'd only kept my dhhaaree maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and I had about this much hair on my head. So you might think of somebody who's about to get married, you know, that they keep their beard for a little while, they keep the dhhaaree. I was a bit like that with my hair falling out. And people said, dude, why are you taking Amrit now? You should learn your bard first, you learn your everything else, become into Sikhi first. The reason I took Amrit was because something very important. Because Guru Granth Sahib ji gave me a Hukamnama and ordered me to take Amrit. Now, a lot of people don't even know that we can speak to our Guru. A lot of our youth nowadays do not know that if you have a problem, you can talk to your Guru and you can get a Hukamnama. You can do ardaas. After ardaas we'll do today, the Hukamnama will have a message. And that is supposed to be the message of the day for whoever's asking. I didn't know that existed. That system, I didn't even know the system existed, let alone I'd ever asked. And when I took a Hukamnama, it said take Amrit. Now the question was, do I follow it or do I not follow it? So for me, I took it the next day, and luckily, the last 13 years, I can't put my hand up and say I've been the perfect Sikh since then. I've fallen short many, many times. But luckily since then, I would say that Guru has kept me on this path. I myself, with my mind, I would have fallen off many, many times. But my Guru and the rehet that they've given me has kept me on this path, which brings me on to a point where we tell our kids that keep your rehet, keep your 5Ks, keep these things. What we don't tell our kids is that the rehet is what keeps you. The rehet is a system designed to keep you in Sikhi, stop you falling out. But we tell our kids, you must keep the rehet. So we flipped it. We put the onus on the individual, but actually we not started relying upon our Guru. So when in this talk, I'm just going to talk about something very simple. It's going to be talking about 5 things. The breadth of Sikhi and how wide it is. The depth and how deep it is. And then the 3 most important things in any Sikh's life. Vaheguru, Guru and the Sikh. Just very simple. Because that's the deep relationship that we have to have. With our Vaheguru, with our Guru, and then what we are. Just these 3 things. And actually it starts with one of the most important Mangla charans that comes in Guru Granth Sahib Ji again and again and again. And that is Ik Oankar Sat Gur Prasad. It comes at the start of nearly every Shabad, or the whole Mool Mantra comes, the Maha Mantra, or there are different parts as well. But this Ik Oankar Sat Gur Prasad, a lot of our youth nowadays, maaf karna, do not understand what it means. So I'll just talk about that for 5 minutes. That will try to explain to us the concept of Vaheguru and of Guru. Because Ik is a number. It's unique. No religion starts its holy text with a number. They always start a word. But the thing is, when you read a number in your language, you read it in your language. You don't say Ik, even though it's written as 1. When you read it in Chinese, you don't say Ik, you say I, because it's Chinese. If you're French, you will say un. If you're Italian, you say uno, because it's a number. It's not a word. So therefore, straight away Maharaj is telling us that this one creator, firstly, is singular. You can't go wrong with a number. You can't turn it around to me, it means something else. Right? And secondly, you can say it in any language you want. So it's open to every single person. So the breadth of that, of Sikhi, is being revealed to us that Vaheguru has many, many names. Nirname. There's no name for Vaheguru, and Vaheguru has no special name. We can't say, our name is special, Vaheguru, and you lot, because people do say that. People who are Jehovah's Witnesses will knock on your door and say, we have a special name for God. A lot of Babas will say, I've got a special mantra for you, but come, I'll fook it into your ear. You say this mantra, and you get the special ras. Yeah, they sell it to you like, I got a special mantra for you. And everybody goes, oh man, it must have this. So I better follow that Baba, because no one else will give me that special mantra. Guru Sahib says, you got so many names. How can I say your names? I just review your qualities. So the quality, the first and foremost quality is Ik. That there's this one thing, the one that is everywhere. And then it says Oang. That Oang, with that sound current, what the Hindus have called Om, Maharaj says it's Oang. With that sound is what made the whole world. Whether you want to call it the Big Bang Theory or whatever, with one sound, Imagine how powerful Vaheguru is. Everything that we see now is made by just one loves. Kita pasao, eko kavao. With that one word, Vaheguru made everything that we see now. How powerful is Vaheguru? How many words do we say in a day? What happens because of those words? Well, Vaheguru, one word. Om, and everything was made that we see now. So the one Vaheguru made everything with one sound. And that sound, science will tell us, it still exists now. There is a vibration. They can measure that vibration at the bottom of everything. That vibration is actually Om. And it's there now. Akar. The next bit is Kar, which comes from the word Akar. To create or to do. Kar. So from that one word, Vaheguru made everything. And it came out of Vaheguru. And then, Sat. This is the Sat. This is that truth that people are confused about. Who made the world? Where did it come from? Maharaj is telling us, the world was made by the one. Word was made by the sound. And the sound came from Vaheguru. And then, Oankar, Sat. This is the Sat that we are looking for. And then, Guru Prasad. By the Guru's grace. That's a big thing. Because there's three ways of understanding just Guru Prasad. One is that Guru Nanak Dev Ji, our Guru, is a gift from Vaheguru. We say, Ki Guru Nanak Jag Mahe Pathaya. Suni Pukar Datar Prabh. That Vaheguru heard the cries of the people. Vaheguru actually heard the people crying 500 years ago, and they sent Guru Nanak. So Guru Nanak Dev Ji was a gift from Vaheguru. Guru is the Prasad. Like we have Prasad now, the world was crying out, Ki sanu koi pejo. Send us somebody who has that pure truth and the way to take us out of this Kal Yug, and Vaheguru sent Guru Nanak. So that's one meaning, and that's a very true meaning, that Guru is the gift. Then, Guru Prasad. That Vaheguru, this one creator, is Guru. What I mean by that is, Gu means darkness and Ru means light. So that means that one Vaheguru is the person who enlightens us. That the experience of that one is what we are seeking. When we sit here and say Vaheguru, actually what we want to do is connect to Vaheguru. Just like if I gave you a mobile phone, and I gave everybody a mobile phone in this room, and I said to you, this is a phone. The first thing you'll ask is, 10 years ago you would have said, where's the aerial? Right? We've got an aerial right up here. A lot of people in our Panth, I tell you now, I didn't know this 13 years ago, they don't know that we've got an aerial, a hidden aerial. But Guru Amar Das Ji says it in Anand Sahib. No dhhaaree pargat kiye, daswaं gupt rakhaya. That Vaheguru made 9 physical doors to your body, to each of our body, and the 10th one they kept hidden. And every religion, if you look at the breadth, now we'll talk about the breadth of Sikhi, so I'll talk to the 9 quickly and explain them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 2 down below. And then the 10th right up here. Okay? So, if we don't tell our kids at a young age that they have a physical center in their body that they can connect to Vaheguru from. No dhhaaree pargat kiye. The 9 doors were made visible. Pargat. If you got friends called Pargat Singh, that's what it means. They're visible. And then pargat kiye daswaं gupt rakhaya. Gupt we know when we do ardaas they say, oh gupt seva. Gupt seva means they kept it quiet. They kept it hidden. The 10th door was kept hidden. So we can't see it open, but it's there. And then Guru Dware Lai Pavani Ikna Daswan Dwar Dikhaya. Maharaj says that when you come to the Guru's door with love, Pavani, with your pav, then Daswan Dwar Dikhaya. Then Maharaj opens up that 10th door. So Sikhi, when we talk about the spirituality side, is actually to design to make us connect to that creator. Now, what does connection mean? It means, if you're on a phone, if you can't connect, it means you're not talking to anybody. A phone that is an iPhone can connect to someone. An iPod Touch cannot connect to anybody, apart from Wi-Fi. Yeah? You can't connect to anybody. So Sikhi, we're made to connect to Vaheguru. That's our raison d'etre. That's our reason for being. The reason we were made is to connect to our Creator. If we are not connecting, Maaf Karna Sangat Ji, we wasted this life. Gurbani is very clear about this. If we didn't connect to our Creator while we had the human life, we wasted this life. Because imagine you had a child who didn't speak to their parents. Maapi ne kya na? Nikamma si. Gali nahi kitti kade mere na. Imagine if a child doesn't speak to their parents. What's the parents going to think of that child? Useless. Why did the child not speak to their parents? The parents made them. So we're made by that one Creator. And Guru tells us ki Guru prasad. That Vaheguru's experience is enlightening. When we connect to Vaheguru, when we say Vaheguru and we sit there and for one moment we call on the phone, if we have a phone, we say Vaheguru, and then we get a connection. And that connection is Vaheguru saying, hello. Suddenly you connect. And then you know, oh Vaheguru, you're real. And it's hard to describe that experience. Because a bit like Maharaj says, somebody who's mute says, to a mithai, gunge ki mithai. How is a person supposed to describe connecting to somebody who the other person hasn't connected to? So I can show you a photo of Vaheguru. Na roop hai, na rekh hai. He has no form. He has no picture. What can I do? But Maharaj says ki Gur Prasad. That Vaheguru is Ananda Roop. There's Anand when you connect to Vaheguru. That enlightenment inside us gives us Anand, bliss. So Guru Sahib says ki Anand sab ko kahe. Anand Guru de janiya. That everybody says, Wah, bahut anand aaya. Have some parathe, wah, anand aaya. Go out for a party, anand aaya. Maharaj says, Anand sab ko kahe. Sare kende, bahut anand aaya, but Anand Guru te paya. Only the real Anand of connecting to that Anand Roop, the one who is the form of Anand, Anand Roop, that's the one that we want to connect to. And that one, Maharaj says ki Gur Prasad. That one is the very form of enlightenment. You can't meet Vaheguru and not be enlightened. It's not like you can bump into someone who is so amazing and don't walk away with like, wow, that was pretty amazing. Yeah, we can't bump into Vaheguru and not have any kind of experience. Maharaj is Gur Prasad. They are the form of Guru. They are the enlightenment. And finally, the third way of understanding just Gur Prasad. Imagine Haditha, what Ik Oankar, Sat, Gur, Prasad. Is that Satguru, the Guru of the truth. This word Satguru, we've mistranslated it many times. We said the true Guru. When we go to school, we have a maths Guru, we have a physics Guru, we have an English Guru. Who teaches us Sat? Who teaches us why you came on this earth? Has anybody ever been to a class where they said, this is why you were born? In your 6th or 8th, all up to university, did anybody ever tell us why we were born? Did anybody tell us what was the point of our eyes? What was the point of our hands? Guru Sahib tells us that your eyes have come to see Vaheguru. Your ears have come to hear Vaheguru. Your mouth has come to speak Vaheguru. Maharaj says your hands have come for you to do seva. Your feet have come for you to walk to the Sadh Sangat. But did anybody teach us that in a school? Unless it was a Gurdwara school, no. So Satguru is the person who teaches us Sat. Ki kyon? What was the point of life? Why did we get made? So Satguru is the teacher of the truth. And then Sat Guru Prasad. By that Guru's grace. So now this is the important part. Satsangaji, this is the bit that a lot of people say to me, really? I find that surprising because it's so simple. It's there. It's visible, but it's hidden. It's like the elephant in the room. If we were in a room and there was an elephant here, but no one's talking about it, it'd be invisible. And that's what they say in English. It's the elephant in the room that no one's mentioning. The elephant is that Guru has been given the power of Prasad. Vaheguru Ji has given Guru Nanak Dev Ji the power of giving us Naam and getting us to connect to that one. Gur Prasad. Through the Guru's grace, the Guru has been given the power. Satguru vich aap rakhiyon, kar pargat aak sunaya. That Vaheguru has told everybody now that he is sitting in Satguru. Satguru vich aap rakhiyon. They came and sat in Guru Nanak Dev Ji. That Guru Nanak Dev Ji was both sent here, but Guru Nanak Dev Ji was Vaheguru, walking, talking. That when we try to understand Vaheguru, it's very confusing. But Arjan doe ek hai, bib bichar kach na hai. What that means is Har, Vaheguru, and Arjan, the person of Vaheguru, are both the same. And there's no difference. And then Maharaj tells us a good example of understanding it. Jalte te upjaya tarang, jalhi bikhe samahe. That just as from the water, a wave comes up. We look at a wave, we count the waves. But where did the wave come from? From the water. And where does it go back? Into the water. It's only visible for a little bit of time, then it disappears again. But in reality, it comes from the pani and it goes back to the pani. So if we were to understand Vaheguru, we can understand Vaheguru as an ocean. And out of that ocean came up a true wave of pure light. And that was Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And then Guru Nanak Ji went back into Vaheguru. And their light went to Guru Angad. Today is a special day, it's Sangat, but also today It's interesting. Today, Guru Amar Das Ji left their light and Guru Ram Das Ji became Guru. The third Guru left and the fourth Guru became the Guru. And also today, many years later after that, Guru Ram Das Ji left his light and went back to Vaheguru, and Guru Arjan Dev Ji became Guru. So today two Gurus, on this day two Gurus moved on and two more Gurus came in as a light, the same light passed on. Now, I was thinking today about just Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Today they became Guru. You know, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, such a level of spirituality, but we hear a story about Guru Arjan Dev Ji when they were serving their father and how much they wanted to meet their father, who was their Guru as well, Guru Ram Das Ji. Mera man loche gur darshan tai, bilap kare chatri ki nyai, trikhana utre sant na ave. They loved Vaheguru, they loved Guru Ram Das Ji so much that they couldn't even, no shant, main bin gur dekhe neend na ave. They couldn't sleep without seeing their Guru, but they were told, go to Lahore, and they had to go there, listen to their parents. And then, like this one has listened to his parents, but they listened to their parent, who was also their Guru, and then they were told to come back. When they were told to come back, that's when they came back. They didn't come back otherwise. So, Guru Arjan Dev Ji was the ideal Sikh. He listened to his Guru all the time. And then, when he was older and he became Guru, he made Guru Granth Sahib. Imagine, they got all the Bani. Sheikh Farid themselves, who was alive in 1200, Sheikh Farid Ji in 1600s comes to Guru Arjan Dev Ji and reads out his Bani. Bhagat Namdev, spiritually, all the saints who are in Guru Granth Sahib, 30 other saints, of those saints, the Bhagats, they came in their spirit form and they told their Bani directly to Guru Arjan Dev Ji. And that Bani was put into Raag and divided up and put into Guru Granth Sahib Ji. And then they left space. They left space for Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. Can you believe that? They left space in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Just imagine, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji is their grandson. Is going to become their Guru much later. Their son isn't even born yet. And they made the space for that person to write the Bani. And we think, where's Guru Granth Sahib Ji come from? It's come from Vaheguru. How can somebody know the system so far ahead that their son, their grandson, Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji, Guru Tegh Bahadur is going to write Bani that goes into this section and make a whole new Raag? Jai Jaivanti was made by them. That wasn't then at that time. They left the space for a whole Raag. And then Guru Arjan Dev Ji was made Shaheed. And they sat on Tati Tavi, but they never converted. They didn't pay the fine. They showed us the first Shaheed of the Panth was the Guru. The leader became the Shaheed first. Now imagine how much the Christians say for Jesus. One Jesus, they said died for our sins, and 1 billion people on this earth follow Jesus. Now without comparing, imagine Guru Arjan Dev Ji was just one Jesus. Yeah? Same thing, he died for his faith, he died to show us the way, he taught so much, and they put the most amount of Bani in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. The most amount of Bani is from Guru Arjan Dev Ji. And now think about this, we got 10 of those. How blessed are we? We haven't just got one. Guru Arjan Dev Ji is one of 10 people. 10 people, and look at what Guru Nanak Dev Ji did. Look at what Guru Angad Dev Ji did. Look at Guru Amar Das. Look at Guru Ram Das. Then look at Guru Arjan Dev Ji. You think, wow. Then look at Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji picking up the sword and then being a Jodha. But then look at his grandson, Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji. Them living and them crying when they hit a flower and knocked his head off. Even when they had a standing army, they were so soft of heart. And then look at the youngest son, who was shown to us to be a Guru at 5 years old, Guru Har Krishna Sahib Ji. And then go further and look at their grand uncle, Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, who became the Guru. They spent 20 years in a poorai, but when they were 16 years old, as they were fighting in the battle of their father, they would chop people in half. That's why they got the name, Tegh Bahadur, brave with the sword. And then their son, Tan Guru Gobind Singh Ji, who sent his own father to Shahidi, who sent his 4 sons for us. What did they ask for themselves? Did they ever ask anything for themselves? Nowadays you see people driving around in Beamers and Bentleys and their Babas and stuff. What did Guru Gobind Singh Ji ask? Even when he was sleeping on the rocks, even when they were sleeping on the rocks, they just said, you know what, Vaheguru, I can't live without you. Mitra pyare nu haal amridata kehna. Tod bin rog rajaya da odan. that without you, Vaheguru, this Rajai is a disease for me. It's like living in a den of snakes. Who says that? It's like without you living in a den of snakes. They prefer to sleep on the stones as long as they got their Vaheguru. So we got 10 of these amazing beings. And I think to myself, I didn't even know my Gurus. Face it, 80% of our Panth couldn't name the 10 Gurus in line and tell you their stories. I mean, amazing Mahapurukhs that we've got in our Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Upon that, our Gurus, and we have done our kids an injustice by not telling them about their Gurus. Because if you don't know what it is, how can you follow it? So, for us, when we say Satguru Prasad, what we're saying is that Vaheguru has sent these people upon the earth, that these people have the power to connect us to Vaheguru. So Guru gives us the most important thing, which is Naam. So we say Satnam and Satguru. So why? Because the Guru came from Sat and gives us Sat. And the Naam came from Sat and it gives us Sat. So it's a root. And then we can see we swap Guru and Naam all the time. Kite Satguru, kite Satnam. So why? Because the Guru gives Naam. It's very deep philosophy, but to understand that, we have to go back to the very basics. Even Ik Onkar Satguru Prasad or even Ik Onkar Satnam is very, very deep. It's very, very deep. To go back to the simplicity of it all, that Ik, the one Vaheguru, is everywhere. So even if we just for a second close our eyes, we'll try that now. Just for a second close our eyes and imagine you're floating on top of an ocean. You're sitting on one of those inflatable things and you're floating on top of the ocean. So we'll just do that now. So we're floating, it's a nice sunny day, we're not hot, we're not cold, it's lovely, just floating. And now we're going to start to have this amazing power to breathe underwater. We can now breathe underwater and we start sinking down into the water. We're not scared because it's just lovely, nice and warm, and we can breathe. And we're now deep, deep inside the water, but we can breathe fine. And it's just nice. And around us now, this water is actually Vaheguru. We're inside Vaheguru right now. We're floating around. Vaheguru's all around us, connected inside us, into our very pores. And then we see we can breathe Vaheguru in. Vaheguru's coming inside. And all of our breath now is full of Vaheguru. And now we focus upon the top of our head. That's our Dasam Dwar. From that top of our head, there's going to be a hole. And that Vaheguru is going to start trickling into our consciousness. And we say, Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. And slowly we start breaking down those walls around us. And the Vaheguru is coming inside us. So Vaheguru is here, is right here. The Vaheguru is not hard for us to connect to. It's very easy, very simple way. Call Vaheguru, Naam. Everything is in the Naam. If you want anything, why become friends with somebody who's not going to help you? Just if you want a cup of tea, like we have tea now, we haven't got sugar. If you sit there saying good, 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 good nahi milna. If you want to sit there saying good, 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 you're not going to get good. If you say sugar, 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 you won't get sugar. But if you want Vaheguru and you say Vaheguru, 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 you will get Vaheguru. That's the power of the Naam. So first, we misunderstood God to be some creature up in heaven. And then, once we understand that Vaheguru is here, the next step is to understand what is our Guru. Our Guru is that being who has that power to enlighten us. The Guru holds a Shakti in his hand to enlighten us. And what does Guru want then? What's the price? What's the price of experiencing that divine? The first thing Maharaj tells ki charan saran gur ek panda jai jal satguru kot panda aage hoi leta hai. That the first step, if you take one step towards your Guru, then Guru takes hundreds of thousands towards us. But who's our Guru now? Dhan Guru Granth Sahib Ji and the Khalsa Panth and Granth. But how many people who have come here over the years, or even that you know, have actually opened up Guru Granth Sahib Ji and read it? Has it become an idol for us? or is it something that we actually openly look inside? And imagine you had a school, if you had a test, for example, you have to read the books in it for the test. Imagine you took a test in physics A level and you never opened up a single book in physics. Now, English translation of Guru Granth Sahib are available, all the parts is available. How many hours do we prepare for the biggest test that we're not going to get away from? We're not going to get away from that test. Dharamraj jad lekha mange, tu kya mukh leke jayega? What face are we going to take to Dharamraj when he says ki tu ki kitta? And most importantly, we've been blessed with a winning lottery ticket. We're born into Sikhi already. Most of us here are in the Gurdwara already. We're not saying come inside the Gurdwara, come and learn about Sikhi. We're already here. We've already got the ticket in our pocket. But have we read Guru Granth Sahib Ji even in English to understand what's that message that Guru Nanak Dev Ji is trying to send to us? Because if I was a parent and if I was going to pass away tomorrow and I spent one whole day writing letters to my son and my daughter, okay, when you get older, read these letters. Then I'll tell you something about what I learned about life and what I think is important. And then those kids got older and they didn't read it. Ki parnaya, mar gaya hun. Yeah? How would my Atma feel that my sons and daughters didn't even bother reading those letters that I spent my last day writing as much as I could? Now we imagine that the 10 gurus, what did they give us? Did they give us a nation? No. Did they give us gold? No. What did they give us? Did they give us what we tried to leave our kids? A house with a deed and money? No. They left us Guru Granth Sahib Ji. So that's our gift. That's our khajana from our Guru. That's our treasure house. But we don't read it sometimes. So then we wonder, what is the point of Sikhi? And you think, well, is it just to come here on a Sunday, matha tek, have some langar and go home? Because even if most people don't think about it, even if we don't think about it, at some point we're going to think about it, we're going to think, what is the point of this life? Whether the guy thinks about it when he's already a little bit drunk and is wondering like, what is the point of my life? Or you lose somebody dies in your family, or luckily you just think about it naturally, you're wondering what's the point of life. At some point everybody will wonder, main kyon janam lita? Why am I here? Is it even worth it to keep on living? When things are really bad, people think, is it even worth it? Why not just die? Then Guru Nanak Dev Ji comes in, and Maharaj in Gurbani says ki pehla maran kabul, jeevan ki chhad aas. So Maharaj says that the price of this truth is that first forget about living. Accept death, accept that there's going to be this test, and then jeevan ki chhad aas. Leave the desire to live. Kyon jeena hai? Do we think a long life is going to make us succeed? Guru Hargobind Sahib, Harkrishna Sahib Ji was only 8 when they left the Sarir. Are we saying they didn't get to Vaheguru because they were too young? Is there an age limit? Is it important to live long? But we value long life, but is it important to live long? No. It's important what we do with the sauce that we have, that we've been given. Is it important to be rich? Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, 20 years underground in a poorai, doing bhakti. Did they care about money? But we tell our kids, get educated, live long life, live healthy, and also make sure you earn loads of money, get a house, have wife, kids. But are these what Sikhi says is the point of life? Maharaj is saying, Pehla maran kabul. Live. Forget living. Then, hoye sabna ke rehne ka. Become the dust of everybody, to aao hamaare paas. So the Sikh, the concept of the Sikh is not a believer. Because in Western religions, they have the idea, if you believe, you'll get into heaven. Sikh is not about believing. Maharaj says, if you want to be a Sikh, walk on my path. Because the Guru is giving a path to enlightenment. Like we said, Guru has come to enlighten us to that ik onkar sadgur prasad. The Guru gives a rahat, a way of living, a way of doing Naam Simran, a way of doing Path. Guru gives us Gurbani. So he says, read my Bani, sing my Bani, then join the Sadh Sangat, do Simran, and do Seva, and that is the way you will find Vaheguru. But nowadays we tell our kids that you should just be a Sikh. Be a good person and say you're a Sikh. That's enough. Or go one step up and put a pag and dhhaaree on. But we don't say to them at a very young age that if you don't read your part, you're not a Sikh. It's harsh to say that. We don't want to say it to our kids. But the reality is कि this path, Maharaj says कि रहत बिना नहीं Sikh कहावे. Without the rehat that Guru is giving us, I'm not talking about 5Ks, believe you me, people get scared when you say the word rehat nowadays. And oh my God, I got to take Amrit now. That's not what we're talking about now. We're talking about the path. Guru Satguru ka, jo Sikh khaye, so palke ut har naam te aave. That in the morning, every Sikh should be here in the Gurdwara. Can you believe that? That actually, if Sikhi was going to be Gam, at every Gurdwara at 4 a.m., these many people will be sitting here. If you go to Park Avenue, there are that many people, but only because in South there's thousands of people who are Sikh, yeah? So like 10% of them turn up, or whatever, 5% turn up, and there's still the Gurdwara is packed. But actually, the Amrit Vela is the best time to do Naam Simran. And that Maharaj says is that time where rain is falling down, and as long as that guy is there with his hand open, he'll catch it and drink it. But say, the Megh is falling down, who's there to catch the Amrit? The people that are awake, not the people that are sleeping. Yeah, that's the time to wake up. So, because we haven't told people that the path of a Sikh is to get enlightened, the whole point of being a Sikh is to taste Vaheguru. Literally taste Vaheguru. So therefore, people think, kya utna hai? It's become a belief system, not a spiritual practice. To take it something else, what if Sikhi was just a cycling club? Let's make it simple. What if Sikhi was a cycling club? And everybody had a cycle. So what would we do if we had a cycling club? Everybody would be fixing their bikes and making sure the cycles work. Firstly, they wouldn't just leave them to rust. So then we'd be, like, if you're in a cycling club, the first thing they ask you is, when are you going cycling with us? How long have you been cycling for? And how fit are you? How many hills have you done? When was the last long cycle that you did? They'll be asking you all these questions. But now, it's about being a Sikh. Not about doing what a Sikh is, it's about being a Sikh. So, actually, we've kind of walked away from the essence of Sikhi while keeping our Gurdwara Gam. The Gurdwaras are here, we got everything, it's all perfect. But our kids, when they look at Sikhi, it's a belief system, it's no longer a practice system. It's not a cycling club. Actually, we should tell our kids it's a cycling club. It's not a religion. We just get together and cycle. Yeah? So when we get together and cycle, then we all got to have bikes, and we all got to get fit, we all got to do the cycling. Otherwise, it's not really a cycling club, it's just people that get together. So, Sikhi, in terms of Guru, as in Vaheguru, is here to enlighten us. Guru is being blessed by Vaheguru with the power to enlighten us. And the Sikh is the person who walks on that path, who takes the instructions and put them into practice. And then we look at the breadth of Sikhi. Is it unique, this path? In every religious tradition, in every religion, in every area of the world, there have been people that wanted to merge with that one. France, Germany, wherever you find these mystics everywhere. That's why Maharaj says, this is the road of the saints. You can't get to Vaheguru apart from through love. And in every religion, some people have loved God and more than everybody else. And they just have a little circle of the lovers, and they sit by themselves. So the Sufis, they're in Islam, but they're not really seen as normal Muslims. They hang out by themselves, and they sit there doing their meditation, they sing Qawwali. And the Christians, if you go to Egypt, there's Coptic Christians up in the mountains meditating. Got long dahrees and hair, they're sitting there in their bhakti. Normal Christians go, what's that all about? They're a bit weird. Yeah? In every tradition there are people that have been mystics. It's a very broad path. What we need to do in Sikhi is not reject religions, but find those pyare of Vaheguru who are everywhere and join with them. We've got more in common with them than we got in common with people that are from other religions. It's such a broad religion. And you read Gurbani to somebody who is following that spiritual path, and they're in Anand. I've done Simran with Buddhists, done Simran with different people of different religions, and they're in Anand, and they talk about Vaheguru. But for them, they're not going to change their religion. That's not our point. But it's to strengthen the bonds with those people of different faiths that actually follow this path, the Santaka Marg, Satcha Marg, the true way to connect to that Creator. And then finally the depth. How deep is it? It's so deep. You know, I bet if I took a survey of the students at university who were Sikhs and said to them, do you know what Dasan Dwar is? Do you know what Anhad Shabad is? Do you know about light, Pargas? People don't talk about it. They don't talk about these spiritual things. But that's the main focus of Sikhi, to enlighten us. Guru Sahib says that when somebody goes up spiritually, they start to hear music. They start to hear divine music. Vaje Anhad Ture. Anhad Shabad is the thing, no one is playing it. There's not people here playing Vaja. You can't look, there's music coming from everywhere. They say that's the spiritual. Now, if music is playing everywhere, how can you reject music? There's religions that reject music. But religion, when you spiritually develop, music is playing everywhere. The depth of it is so deep. When you talk to people who are at the point where Baba Harnam Singh was, if you read his book, Sekanaiya, that he could spiritually travel. They were sitting in Punjab, the guy was here who was going to go and do something wrong. And they spiritually came here. Astral projection is called in English. They came here in their spirit form and they stopped him from doing that. Saint Francis of Assisi, famous saint of the Christian tradition, he was known for being in two places at the same time. He'd always just pop off, like, if you got the power, why wouldn't you just go over there by yourself on your... So these powers are available in Sikhi. But these Rid Siddh, Maharaj says, ki avrasad. There's no real swad to them. The sons might use them, but they don't use it for their main thing. They don't get power from them. People ask all the time from us, ki, what powers does the Guru have? What miracles did they do? You think, Maharaj could have walked on water. Of course they could have. They could have flown up in the sky and shown everybody, look, I'm Superman. But what would be the point? What would be the point? The point would be, we would believe in Superman. We won't believe that we are Superman. Maharaj says, ki, when Maharaj came upon the earth, in right beginning of Asadivar, says, Balhari Guryapane, Dhhaaree, Sadvar, Jin Manas te Devte kiye, Kartna Lakivar. I'm a sacrifice to my Guru. Daily I'm a sacrifice. 100 times I'm a sacrifice. Why? Jin Manas te Devte kiye. They made ordinary human beings into Devte, into demigods. And in doing so, didn't take any time. Kartna Lakivar. Time hi lagaya. Like nowadays, people take a lot of time to do things. They said like this, look at Pannaa Bahadur. He's sitting there, down south as a Bairagi. Maharaj takes him, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, gives him, he's never fought anybody in his life. Maharaj gives him a tir, Panch tir and Panch Singhs. He goes to Sirhind, that's Fateh of Sirhind, destroys the Mughal Empire by himself. Then he's captured, and they take his 4-year-old son. And they go home, Bandya, what are you going to do now? We're going to cut your son. They go ahead. Hukam maniye, hoye parwan, ta khasme ka mehel paisi. We're too scared of our kids. Pannaa Bahadur had to have his son, his heart ripped out and put into his mouth. Still, oni Sikhi chadi. That's the strength. Now, when I was listening to these stories about kids, about the shaheeds, I think, wow man, they're amazing. The question is, why? Why did they do it? That's the why we don't answer. We just give our kids a guilt trip. It's a guilt trip. You know, Shaheedan ne ek kuch kita, look at you. Look at what you're doing, cutting your hair. How bad is that? I was thinking, oh man, so bad. So bad. Start whipping myself. Like though you see the people in the Christian tradition, I'm so guilty, I want to whip myself. Oh, I'm so bad, oh, somebody hit me, please. That feeling is in Sikhi as well. Maharaj says, when I say I'm no good, that is in Sikhi as well. But why did the shaheeds become shaheeds? Because that Satguru gave them prasad. When they met Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and they were like, I found the truth. It's walking and talking amongst me. The truth is here. And it's Guru Nanak. Satguru Nanak Pargateya, Miti Tund, Jag Chanan Hoya. For those people, they go, the fog is gone. The light is come. Who is the light? It's Guru Nanak. The truth of Sikhi is so deep. It's here, right in front of us. Sangat Ji, today's Hukamnama, when I was at Park Avenue, it said ki, oh ki kariyan dekhan dein. Beautiful Shabad, we sing it as well. But you know, sometimes when we say we missold Sikhi, I was talking to Aman about this on the course we ran, 12-week course, and I said one of the most abused Shabads, when I say abused, I mean it by being twisted. One of the most abused Shabads is Lakh Khushiyan Pashaiyan. And that's what I heard when I walked in today, Lakh Khushiyan Pashaiyan. In that Shabad, the Rahaudi line is the main message of that Shabad. But we sing the first line because it sounds nice. Lakh Khushiyan Pashaiyan, Je Satguru Nadar Kare. I'll be having blessings if Guru blesses me. If Guru blesses me, I'll have Khushiyan Pashaiyan. But then the Rahaudi line, Maharaj, the Rahaudi line of that Shabad is ki ek sabin sab tund hai, sab moh mithya mai. That without that one, everything is false. But do we sing that? People come for their wedding, they come for their kids' birthdays, they want something nice, they want to hear La Khushiyan Pashaiyan. Maharaj is saying everything is useless without ik. But we don't sing that line, not that loud. We don't repeat that line because this goes anti what we're trying to get people to do. But the thing is Gurbani is telling us ki ekas bin sabat hunda hai. Everything is mist. It's just smoke and mirrors. You know, you walk into a smoke and mirror show and it's just like, ooh, cool. But then you know it's all false. Lights are going to come on and it'll all be just people with mirrors making it all up. It's just a fake show. Mala says it's fake, but we love to sing it because we want to convince ourselves that we're doing the right thing. You know, we come to Gurdwara, Maharaj is going to bless us. Nothing wrong with it. Maharaj does do kirpaa as well. But read the Shabad, read the Raag line. And now, when we look at this Shabad, O ki karinde kandain, apna bir samaj, then the line of this, the Raag is very beautiful. Maharaj says, I'm going to forget it as well because I've left my phone with my son. But the main line is ki. Anybody know it? Prabh se lag reho mera cheer, aad ant sada dahi tan hamaaree. That let my consciousness be connected to my Vaheguru. And then the most beautiful line, aad ant sada sahai. At the beginning and at the end, he's always with me. Tan hamaaree. He's my friend, and great is my friend. They say, if you want to make someone your friend, people say, look, imagine Bill Gates was your mate. Bill Gates was your mate, one of the richest men in the world. It'd be pretty cool to have Bill Gates as your mate, don't you think? You wanted to get something done, just ask Bill. He'd help you out. Maharaj is saying, Tan hamaaree, that he is the one who's always with me. Sada anga sange. Sada anga sange. He's always with me. So therefore, I'm going to make Vaheguru my friend. We need to start making Guru our friend and Vaheguru our friend. How can we start a relationship with someone we haven't even got friendship with? So the first thing we do when we go into a relationship is we meet someone and we look at them. We go, oh, nice. Yeah, nice person. Then we start talking to that person. Baataan karniya hai na? Harkiyan, Katha, kahaniyan. That's what we need to do. Katha, talk about our Guru. And then we go on a date. We try it out for a little while. You know? We do some simran. Do a bit of nitnem. Go to a kirtan program. That is a date with Guruji. You go to a kirtan program, that's a date. You spend a week on a camp and get buzzing from it. You went on a holiday with your Guru. Yeah? Imagine that, a relationship. You went on a holiday, said, oh, let's go on holiday together, let's see how we get along. Then finally, to seek and deal, oh, you know what? I really like you. I'd love to get married to you. You propose. Maharaj says, theek hai. And on that day, Amrit Sanchar, there you are. Ki Maharaj, main tenu vyah karna. And then Maharaj says, haar. You get a gatra around your neck. And he goes, Hantu ring pala. You put your kadi on. Yeah? That's the relationship of Sikhi. The Sikh is trying to get married to their Guru. Maharaj says, ki is jag mein purkh ek hai. In this world, there's one human, there's one male power. Ik male, one male, and everybody else is a woman. Do we know that in Sikhi, the feminine way is the way to God? Of all the religions out there, Sikhi is the one that is keeping a feminine theology. We have to be women to God. Imagine people say, oh, the Gurus are all men. Guru says, I'm a woman. I'm a wife, and my beloved, I want to meet my beloved husband. Sakhiyo saheliriyo. He goes, oh my sisters, oh my sakhiyan, my saheliyan, which is us. Yeah? I want to meet my husband, Lord. And then, if we go into that idea of being a woman to God, then we get married to God, and then, Maharaj says, then we have a relationship with God, a relationship of day in, day out. Just like a wife is honored by her husband, then we are honored by our Vaheguru. And we are blessed, like we have a mobile phone, has a contract. When you want to call somebody and you've got a contract, you get minutes. Certain amount of minutes you're guaranteed, yeah? Because you've got a contract. So you can call Vaheguru a certain amount of times based upon the fact that you've done your nitnem, you've done your contract, what you paid up, what you were supposed to do. So you can call Vaheguru a certain amount of time. When you go further, you get a bit higher bill, you've got to do more part, more simran. But the persons on pay as you go, the people who haven't taken Amrit, they're on pay as you go, yeah? They have to do a bit more. They've got to put some credit in. Otherwise, call nahi honi. Just like a phone. No one cries about a phone. No one says, maine charge nahi kita, main credit nahi pai, kam hi nahi karda, nikamma hai. No one says that about a phone. Because they know there's a system to the phone. You've got to put battery in, you've got to put credit in, you've got to have some kind of service provider, some SIM, some contract with somebody, and you've got to have some reception. But we say, oh, Rab hai nahi. said Vaheguru a couple of times in the Gurdwara, didn't feel nothing, there's no God. The system is there. We're going to have to do a little bit of work to get the phone to work. We've got to charge it up. We've got to have some credit. We're going to have to do some good work, some seva. We're going to have to come to Sangat and get some reception. We're finally going to have to make a call. We're going to have to do Simran. So these things exist. And it's just a system that works. Sikhi is there to enlighten us. For us to go from Ek Oankar Satguru Prasad. Follow our Guru. Guru will bless us to become one with the One. So in this time, we've talked about the breath and how it relates to every single religion out there. There's no religion actually. We're trying to get to God. Everybody's trying to get to God. And it depends on who you meet that's trying to walk on that path. A Christian might be more help to you than somebody who is into Sikhi, but is always cussing what you're doing. Then we talked about the depth and how deep it is, how deep Maharaj takes Sikhi to the point where somebody can become one with the One and travel across all the planets, know all the worlds. And then talk about what is our Vaheguru. It's around us everywhere. And for free. For free. You can't even get anything for free nowadays. But Vaheguru we can get for free. And our Guru is here to teach us how to connect. Our Guru is the very form of that One. And then we, the Sikhs, we're not a Sikh until we start learning that path. Even suniye, then mane. First we listen. We hear the path. Like we're listening now, like we listen to the part. If you don't understand the part, then we need to read it in English and try to understand it. When we listen, really listen, then we follow. And we say, oh, this is a nice path. We start to follow. When we start walking upon the path, we start feeling the experience, and then we fall in love with our Guru. And it's a love relationship. We say, you know what? Just like we see a normal relationship with love, the same relationship with our Guru. Meet up, talk for a while, go on, meet more, then more time, fall in love, finally we get married, we give ourselves to our Guru. This is the key. This is what it is. It's just a love relationship. But it's the best. Because Maharaj says, he says very clearly, I always forget these lines whenever you need them. Maharaj says, I made my relationship of love with you, tum syo jori avar santori. Sachi preet, hum tum syo jori. When I made the true relationship of love with you, Vaheguru, I started to break it with other people. Because they're not going to go with us. That's the truth as well. Everybody's going to go. Kis naal kiche dosti, sab jag chalan har. Who do I make friends with? Everybody goes. So why Maharaj says ki tan hamara meet. Aad ant sada sahai. From the beginning to the end, he's with us. Tan is that One who's always with us. Sada anga sange. And we can actually become part with that One. So it's a great ticket in our back pocket, lottery ticket. We need to cash it in and not throw it away. Because they're going to laugh at us. Maharaj says, pachtaenga, tu pachtaenga. Because jab unhe lekha mangna hai, tu kya mukh leke jayega? What face will you take to time Raj? But you were born in Guru Granth Dev Ji's house. Tu kitta nahi? Na. Fair tu kutti khayega. Maharaj says that's what's going to happen. Or you come back. Jin aisa har naam na bijiyo cheteya se kahi jag aaye Ram Raje. Kyun aaye? Je naam ni cheteya. Hunvate har naam na bijiyo age pukha kya khaye. If you don't do it now, pukha hi rehna age. You have to plant the name now. We have to do it now. Scare your kids if you need to. Tell them, kut khani tamaraj to. But start them. Because you're doing them a favor. If you don't save for old age, your parents will say you're going to crash and burn. We need to save for our old age. We can't take Tesco money with us. No good to you. The money you spend in Tesco to buy food ain't no good to you. Or as the money you get from Vaheguru Simran is the only money that's going to come with us. We call that Vaheguru money. Make it easy. Earn Vaheguru money. The money of now. So I'm sure I made loads of mistakes. I've gone well over the time allotted to me. So apologies for that. We'll finish off with a little bit of Simran together for Guruji to bless us. This name of Vaheguru is so pure, it can make us pure. It's that pure. Aisa naam niranjan hoy. That naam is pure and it will make us pure.
Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru,
straight in your dasan dwar, just try to sit very straight, close your eyes and just try to sing from your soul. Yeah? Just really join in. It's only for a couple of minutes. Yeah, let's try to do it together. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa,